Family.
Growing.
Loving. Blessing.
Love.
Family.
Hannah House began in the heart of Cindy Crawford in 1992 when she worked at a pregnancy crisis center and saw firsthand the desperate need to house young women who chose life for their babies. She took this dream to the board of the Pregnancy Crisis Center and they began to pray for a home. After much work, the home opened at 418 South 17th Street on September 8, 1997. Hannah House does not charge the young women or their families to live at the home. The only thing Hannah House requires is the young women be ready for a lifestyle change and to submit to the authority over her while she is in the home. Hannah House is in the business of changing lives, and that takes time. The average stay for a young woman is 6 months. During this time, she is working on restoring relationships within her family. However, some young women who have no additional family support or needs to maintain an independent life from her family may stay up to 2 years. For those who need the additional help, Hannah House has additional transition housing. Each resident participates in classes for life skills, including cooking and nutrition, budgeting and finance, job preparation, individual counseling, and for those who are pregnant, receive parenting and childbirth classes. After a young woman has been in the program for 60 days, she may begin job training, college classes, or begin working outside the home. Transitional housing is an additional phase to help residents after they have completed the program, meaning they have had their babies or have worked through the situations that brought them to Hannah House and begin establishing their independence as they prepare to move into the community.
I came here because my mom didn't want to go through the emotional stuff with me. And so she sent me here. Like some other girls, they come here when they had drug uses or they've been abused or their family abandoned them, they have nowhere to go, then this probably be the best place. But if some mom doesn't know what to do with their teenager, and it'd be probably a really good place because my mom didn't know what to do with me.
I had friends and I talked to their mom before I talked to my parents, and they were like, "You've got to get an abortion," and it wasn't an option in my head. There was no way, and I just said, "This is my baby. I'm gonna raise my baby."
Well, my husband was very abusive to me, and so when I found out I was pregnant, I knew I needed to leave for my baby.
Because I was pregnant, I realized that I'm not only destroying myself, but if I stay out here, then I'm going to destroy the baby too.
I'm pregnant, of course, and I don't really know what a relationship is, and so I usually get into bad relationships.
You know, I came here, like I said, not knowing what I was going to do, where I was going to go, and God used Hannah House to change my life.
Just from, like you said, from my lowest point ever, I came to be a loving, caring mother in person, and I work now, and I'm a regular member of society. I have a great relationship with God, which I've always had a relationship with God, but now it's much better. And I grew from that to that.
They're like our teachers. They show us not only how to act and what we should be like, but also how a real family should look.
It's a really good place. I mean, it's like a family once you get used to it.
They gave me a lot of strength and stuff in making choices and standing up for myself.
My experience at Hannah House was definitely a wonderful experience, especially coming from being pregnant at the age of 17 and being kind of in a situation where you don't know where to go, don't know what's going to happen with your life. Hannah House, I do have to say, was probably the best experience that I could have had.
You know, they're here for you. I mean, some people don't have a family. Some people came here without parents, or their parents kicked them out or something.
When I came to this place, and I got a whole new relationship with God, and the people here helped me to establish that relationship with God, and that changed my life.
you know, this was the start of the new beginning for me.
When Hannah House first opened, they took young women who were pregnant. But due to the high volume of calls, they began taking young women who had other crisis situations in their lives, such as drug and alcohol abuse and some domestic violence cases. Referrals are made to Hannah House from doctors' offices, the Department of Health, churches, detention centers, school counselors, and pregnancy help centers across the nation. There are many ways that you as an individual, church, or group can support this great mission called Hannah House. First, please pray for Hannah House daily. This is one of the most important things you could do for them. Join the prayer force by contacting them on Facebook, emailing, or calling them to let them know you're praying. This allows the staff to give you an up-to-date prayer focus. Hannah House also utilizes volunteers in many of the classes they have for the young women, and some mentoring opportunities are available. Giving is what keeps the doors open. You can choose to give a monthly gift, a one-time gift, or be the base for the next matching challenge, or you might choose to name Hannah House in your will. You hopefully have all the information you need to be a part of this great ministry. If not, you can visit them on the web at hannahhouseark.com. The work of Hannah House is ongoing, and with your support, they will continue to save babies from abortion and change lives for eternity.
Because they love you here when you don't deserve it. They love you here when you mess up. They teach you how to love yourself. They teach you how to love other people. They teach you how to love God and how to let God love you. And that's what Hannah House, I think, is all about. It's love.